Hey, Michael here from Tombstone Tumbleweed Art. If you like our videos and you would like us to make more, feel free to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, and go check out our online art gallery at the link that is down in the description. Thank you. Alright, welcome to our Fun with Point Clouds tutorial video. I'd like to give a shout out to Thomas Lonquin for requesting the tutorial. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Tom. I must apologize, I managed to delete the original video files that I had and all the Blender files that I made the animation with. They were on a portable hard drive that I dropped, and well, we'll just have to redo this thing from scratch. But all the principles are the same. So, let's get started. I've gone ahead and moved Blender's default cube over to layer 2 here by pressing M. I've imported our point cloud on layer 1. So go ahead, import your cloud, move the cube over, and we'll get down to business. Alright, with the cloud selected, we add a new particle system under the particle tab here. Boink. We'll leave the name the same. Also leave the number of particles at 1,000 until later, because when you're setting up the shot, you want to have Blender run quickly. And with the 500,000 particles that we used in the final, it runs slower. Alright, change your end frame to 1. That will cause all the particles to show up on frame 1 and stay. Also change our lifetime to our frame count, 250 right here. 250. Emit from verts, very important, otherwise it doesn't work correctly. Change the normal down to 0. Let's go ahead and attach our cube. You should see a bunch of them. Bloop. Hey, cubes. Alright, that's a good sign. Now also, you've probably seen this phenomenon. If we hit Alt-A right now to run the animation, they just drop like rocks. And that is because gravity is on. But you have to turn all of these off. So click and hold the left mouse button on gravity, drag downwards, dink, 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 and you'll see these highlight. Oh, I almost got them. 0. And these also. 0. And this one too. And just for good measure, 0. Now, these should not move when we hit Alt-A again. Hey, there you go. Alright. Now let's rewind. Now, the first segment of video that we had, I made all 3 of those separately and just glued them together with the video sequence editor. All we did was keyframe the particle size. This one right here. So, on frame 1, hover over this, type in 0.5. Hey, they got big. Hit I as your mouse is over the size. It turns green. We just added a keyframe. And we see this in the timeline here. Go over to frame 250. Go back to size. Click on it. 0.005. Very small. Hit I again. And that just keyframed it to there. So rewind. Hit Alt-A. And voila! That's how we made the first section. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to pause here and set up the next section. Okay, I have to apologize again. I forgot how I did the second section where the particle cloud spins around and changes color. I just tried like 5 or 6 different times and I just don't remember. So I'll keep working on that. But in the meantime, we'll go straight to the end part where the whole thing dissolves in that awesome looking vortex, because that's more fun anyway. So I'll go back to our setup here. We're just going to ignore the cube for the time being. I'll just show you how to set up the particle system for this. Go back to your naked point cloud. And we're going to add a particle system just like we did last time. We're going to start off with 10,000 on this one just so we can see the results quicker. And the same deal. And frame at 1. Lifetime of frame count. Emit from verts. No normals. If you're going to attach the cube, do over here, but we're going to wait on that. Field weights, very important. Set everything down to 0. Okay, now we do this by adding in first, go to force field, add in a vortex. Drag it over here. Now, even though it points in the direction of the arrow, it seems to suck in the actually, the arrow is the direction that it sucks the particles into. So if you want them going the other way, you have to point the arrow away from it. So we're going to stick this thing over here. Rotate it on the Y-axis a little. I've heard it said that the direction doesn't really matter. It's more the proximity and the force settings, but I don't know. It makes more sense for me to point it, go that way. Then we also add in a turbulence field. And you can play with these too. In fact, I encourage playing with these. These are just really awesome. You can get the coolest effects with these things. Okay, with our 2 force fields in place, go back, select your cloud. Now we're going to keyframe what effect these 2 force fields have. So at frame 1, we want nothing. So on Vortex, we click 0 to I, turbulence I, and also all I. This one is important because if you don't do this one, no matter what you have here, you'll still get nothing. So let's crank up to about frame 120 and increase these, just for example, at 3 and 3 and 3, and go back and hover over each one. I. Okay, let's have a look at that. Alt A, and oh yeah, that's just that's freaking awesome. I never get tired of watching that. And that's about it. There you go. Have a blast, guys. Thanks for watching.